Happy 420. Hope you're all doing well. I gotta be over here now. Oh, come on now. Well, great. I can't get roof light to work. Hey, Mike Bird, Philip, how are you guys doing tonight? I was all hooked up and now roof light doesn't work. Hang on, let me try and fix it. It says hosting disconnect. Let's see what happens if I go in and change the I wonder what happened. I can't get on. I cannot fly. Okay. Let me go in here, see what I can do. You have. Oh, of course. Of course. Don't call me right now. I'm busy. Tell her not to call me right now, Donna. Okay, let me go here. Multiplayer. We're going to host. We'll get you fixed up. Don't you worry, guys. There we go. Monday night. Real flight. Hosting multiplayer. Why can't I fly? Oh, maybe I gotta select myself? Look at that. Look at. I figured it out. Maybe. Come on now. I give up. I give up already. Dang thing. Multiplayer. I am hosting. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I hope you guys had a good weekend. EQ. Hope you're doing all right, my friend. Happy 420 to you all. Michael, you've already got to 421. So look at what I got. Arizona registration. The buggy is all official. Lori. Hi, Lori. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Tell Chris I said hello. Gosh darn it. How come I can't figure this thing out? Do I gotta change airplanes? Hit fly? And go? I got nothing. I got nothing. I'm over here on this screen. Wow, Bill. Stop by for a bit before I hit the rack. Dan Zimmerman, thank you. Hi, Chris. I am right here. Fly 327. Howdy, howdy. Thank you all for joining us on this Monday 420. I don't know why my controller doesn't work. I can't fly. I hope somebody else can jump in and fly. It says I'm hosting, so we'll find out. Gonna be an awful long show if nobody flies. Oh, darn it. I forgot something. Hang on, guys. I got something to show you. Yes, I do. So I'm sure some of you recycle, right? This says Hawaii and Maine. You get 5 cents back. And in Oregon, you get 10 cents back. Right? So what happens to that 5 cents they collect when you buy this? The grocery stores keep track of it. They send it to the federal government every month. Or to your state, actually. So your state collects, let's just say they collect $1 million every 3 months for bottles. For the recycle thing. Craig Bevan. How are you, sir? So they collect $1 million. Do you know how much money of that they have to give back from people actually turning these back in? Oh, less than half. Less than half of the money the state gets for these bottles, they have to give back. You know damn well that if they had to give 100% of the money back, if every single person turned in their bottle, they'd go, oh, we're done. We're going to cancel the program. We're not making any money. That's what would happen. That's what would happen. They don't charge for it unless you live in a state that utilizes the returnable system. That's correct. Not every state is ripping off their people by charging them. All recycling is a scam. Philip Cochran, I think you're right. Hey, we got somebody flying. Fly boy. All right. I don't understand why I can't pick up and fly. But we got Chris flying. Thank you, Chris. Yes, because of that little label right there, right? That tells them that it was bought in New Hampshire. That's why Greg goes, oh, I can't take these back to Maine because they'll know. Although, here we just throw them away. And I guess you can't crush them either, or else they're not any good. They won't take them back if they don't have a label. That's a crock, isn't it? Just because it doesn't have a label, they won't take it? So, Philip, I learned something this week that I did not know. I did not know that Canada does not have a Second Amendment or any kind of amendment that protects the public from the government coming and taking your guns. Yet, 90% of Canadians went, oh no, you're not coming in and taking my guns just because you say they're banned now. That's awesome. That is awesome. God bless those Canadians for doing that. Yeah, oh, that's cool. Chris saves his cans and we get 7 to 10 bags and we go to the Redemption Center. They count them and we get about 40 to 45 bucks. Well, that's enough to buy a lobster. Or maybe 2 if they're small. Our country's put recycling out for tender for companies to bid on for contract to collect the recycling and sort and sell. Right. I am sure there's a big demand for recycled products, right? I mean, everybody should recycle or upcycle or... Jeff in Lower Alabama. Hello, sir. We're talking about recycling tonight, sir. Do you recycle? Jeff, do you recycle your water bottles? A lot of people do. I used to recycle until the recycle truck and the garbage truck were the same. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute. They're not sorting it when they get to the landfill. So I just stopped. Nice flying, Chris. Always love that Cessna 150. More urban legend. How are you tonight, Ty? Thank you for joining us, my friend. Guys, the beard is coming back. It's nothing like Fred has, but it's starting to get there, yo. We have a metal recycling location just down the road from us, and it takes any kind of metal. The food waste is turned into compost and sold, glass, metal, etc. Yep, they pay per pound. They do that here as well, Lori. And I have a big amount of metal to take, and I should take it. When we lived on West Point, they would go crazy if you mixed in recycle and other trash. Big fines, but it all went into the same garbage truck. Big scam. Yeah, Jeff, the same thing was happening here. And, you know, my neighbor, you know, they're wine drinkers. They end up with a lot of bottles. And they would recycle them out there in a little square bin, the green one, and you know, it would just go in the same truck. And I tried to tell the lady, just throw them in the regular can, and she's like, nope, I'm going to put them out for recycling. No recycling here. We take cardboard into Fort Rucker recycling. There you go. Now, some things should be recycled because, you know, if everyone did it, not only would the system be overwhelmed with recycled products, but they would probably go, oh no, we can't handle it now. Let's not do it anymore. Just like this little bottle scam of 5 cents per bottle. All the stuff I get on eBay, I put in the boxes in the recycling bin. Awesome. We had a lot. Took 116-foot trailer load, old washers, dryers, etc. last year. Have another half load still to go. Yeah, Lori, I have a couple engine blocks and heads and stuff that's just, you know, it probably could be rebuilt. And that's the reason I've kept it, right? But is it feasible? Is it cost effective anymore? No, it's not. For what you end up with, a 50-plus year old engine that's all new, you end up with, you know, something that still leaks oil, that still rattles and sounds like a freight train coming. Chris, thank you for flying, sir. I was worried that it wasn't working when I couldn't fly. I don't know what's going on with my controller. Hopefully I didn't break it. We have a nice dump recycle center that you can drop off big items. Hey, Victor. How are you, Victor Jets? Victor RC Jets. Yeah, I completely agree. If everyone recycled, it would overwhelm the system and they wouldn't know what to do. So, Michael Bird, I have a question for you. What? Why is it in the UK they call it a holiday and not a vacation? And why do they call a hood, a bonnet, and a trunk a boot? Ours pay us for metal, yeah. Yeah, ours does too. I don't know what it is per pound right now, but copper's way up there. That's why there's been a lot more thefts. I mean, people are getting brazen. They'll just go rob it right out of the streetlights, for God's sakes, right off the side of the road. English, English. Yes, Victor. Spanners or wrenches. That's a good one, Jeff. Gas is petrol. I think it's because they're a little more educated over there. They have just dumbed us down here in America. Mountain RC. Howdy, sir. Glad you're with us tonight. Do you recycle? We're talking about recycling. Oh, EQ, I think that's happening everywhere. Where we used to live, our property taxes gave us a sticker to be able to do that, Jeff. Yeah, do any of you get free days for the dump if you have to pay? Does your county or your city or whatever give you a free dump day? They do that here. They give you a free fish day where you can go fishing for nothing if you don't have a license. They won't bother you. Which I think it's cool. Proper football. Yes. Football is real football. And down under they call it rugby. And it can be brutal. Oh my goodness. So what else is happening in the world, guys? Yep. We used to have one day where they would pick up anything you put on the street on curbside. A curbside day. They do that here, Jeff, like every 3 months. And in Phoenix, they do it every month. Hey, what do you know? Victor's flying. Whoa, we got more than that. We got the real urban legend flying. Let's watch Ty for a little bit. Oh. We'll watch him for a second, see if he jumps in. If not, we'll switch to Victor. Keep the action going. They take everything roadside for free, yes. For a fee. Ooh, Pitts biplane. Yes, sir. That's a beautiful one. Hangar 51. How you doing, Kenny? Kenny, how's the car projects coming, my friend? Michael Bear. Hi, Michael Bear. Hope you're doing well, sir. So some of you probably missed this when you jumped in, but I got a registration and tags on the buggy, and I figured out the light since last week. And I felt real defeated, and I didn't really want to even work on the thing anymore. But I went back out there and poked around, and guess what I found? Some grounds that had come undone. That'll do it every time. So there you go. Hey, since it's 420, you want a plant update? Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Look at them bushes. Look at them bushes. Yeah, thank you, Philip. Thank you, guys. You know, that dang electrician that I hired, he wasn't worth the crap. But I think he learned a lot. Yeah, Michael Berry, yes, sir, it does. You reminded me that I was hungry. I ended up grabbing some food before logging in. Yes, you have to have nutrition to continue. How are you, Scott? Woohoo! Nice inverted flight, Ty. Beautiful. Very nice. So I still have an issue with the buggy, right? I still have that feedback through the taillights because they're they're LED. I should have never swapped them from the incandescent bulbs, but I've got some incandescent light bulbs, new taillight housings coming since I cut up the other ones. So we'll get that fixed. And those should be here Thursday. And then I get to take it for a ride. Go put some gas in it the first time in about 4 years. Other than from a gas can, you know. Woohoo! And there's another thing that I have to do before I can take my buggy out and enjoy it out in the desert. I have to get a state trust land use permit. State trust land use permit for a family. How crazy are gas prices there, Bill? Lori, it's not very fun. You know what's going on at the pump. And I hope they can figure it out soon. Woohoo! Nice flying, Ty. Wow, very good, sir. That little T-28 Trojan's just a blast. That is a good flyer right there. Bloody hell, Kenny. What did I miss that Kenny said? Now you got me addicted to another YouTube. Matt Bloody Armstrong. Oh, man. That's cool. $3.99 a gallon up here for regular. Lori, when I was at the gas station before, it was $3.89, but that was more than a week ago. So It's probably going to hurt the next time I go because I have to fill up the van and the truck. And the van holds 30 gallons. It's not as high as when that's it's getting close, EQ. It's getting close. I have an old Harbor Freight mini bike engine that was being a piece of shit. I refused to give up on it, and I got it running. Much easier to buy a new one. It was just a challenge. That's very cool, Michael Bear, because usually those old mini bike engines, Tecumseh or whatever brand you had, very easy to work on. You got spark, air, and fuel, right? And if you get the fuel going right through the carburetor without any trash in the little orifices, there I used a big word, orifices. Ty, thank you for flying, sir. Holy cow, look at all these people flying. Let's go to Victor. Victor's up. Let's go. Boom. Woohoo. Victor's got a profile plane. And where was I? I hate when you lose your train of thought, right? It's like squirrel. Yeah, it's going to hurt when I fill the van up. It takes 30 gallons, and it's below a quarter right now. I should have filled it up a week or two ago. Orifices. Flash drive. Hi, Fred. How are you, sir? Yeah, that's really cool, Michael Bear, that you were able to get it running. I feel good. I feel good that I got this. Fred, I got this. Paperwork for the buggy. Woohoo! Would you say no, Kenny? Boy, I really didn't know what field to pick. I was almost going to pick an indoor field, but then I was feeling a little claustrophobic, so I didn't do that. And then those fields that are like fly off a cliff, those look pretty fun, but yeah, I didn't pick that either. This one looked better. I put a new carb on it and it started up and would go wide open throttle. The governor was effed up. It's the governor. The governor. What we have here is a failure to communicate. Or in my case, talk. You were talking about small engine orifices, yeah. Speaking of that, Michael Bear and Fred, last time I used my my pressure washer, I have a 4,000 psi, 6 horsepower or 7 horsepower pressure washer. and it was surging. And that's those little passageways. They get clogged up, and then it makes it run weird. You can put the choke just barely on, and that goes away. So it's a fuel delivery problem, and I know it. And I'm just too busy with other things. I prepped for concrete over the weekend. I got all the forms set. That's gonna be fun. Hopefully I can find somebody responsible enough and reasonable enough to get her done for me. I wonder if Kenny knows anybody. I doubt he would refer them, though. Nice flying, Victor. What you building, Bill? Oh, Lori, I've been working on my little Volkswagen buggy. I'll show you a picture of it, okay? It looks like a little Jeep. There you go. It's 1960. First registered in July of 1960. Titled as a Volkswagen truck. And after long, arduous arguments with the insurance company about why they are not reporting my number, VIN number, to the motor vehicle, yeah, it kind of looks like a thing. They were reporting my VIN number incorrectly to the motor vehicle department. So that had been the whole issue the whole time from October of 23 until just last week when I got it figured out. Thank you, Michael Bear. It's going to be a fun little buggy to, get out in the desert and go play, go have fun. Victor! Thank you, sir. Woo! Oh, let's watch him go through the building. Almost. Okay, let's go to Kenny. Let's keep it rolling. See what Kenny... Oh, Kenny's got the drone out. Yes, sir. That's about how good I would fly a drone, Kenny. No, you're a much better pilot than I am. VW thing is a real thing. LOL. 68 to 83. I believe they only made them up to 74. I think 74 was the last year for a VW thing. And they're very expensive. If you find a nice one, they're 10 grand or more. EQ, I have actually thought about that. That thing is not very safe. And that's the reason that if I drive it in traffic, it's just around the neighborhood. And when I want to go play on it, I haul it on the trailer out to the desert. So I'm able to go do that. I've got a little 20-foot car hauler that I can park it on. As long as when I do that, I don't forget to latch the ball down and have it come unhooked and just go right into my tailgate. That blue Toyota Tacoma I sold recently Had a nice little dent right in the tailgate from that exact reason. Pulled the buggy up onto it, and the front of the trailer popped off and ran right into the tailgate. I went like that. No. Hey, Kenny, while you're over there, can you pick me up some tacos? Zoom, 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 zoom. Took us right up to 100 feet. VW Passat starting MOT in a $6 million Bugatti. Whoo! Holy cow. Michael Bear, those old carburetors, they're pretty cheap now. You know, I had a chainsaw that was giving me fits, and I took that little carburetor apart and I couldn't get it to work. I just bought a new one for $15 and it worked great. That's not going to buff out. Hey Ty, sorry I missed you. Starting motor. Ah, okay. Yeah, you know, it seems like those cars, the Bugattis and the very expensive cars, except for Ferrari. I think Ferrari just, you know, tells you to bend over when you want any parts from them. But all the other ones, you can cross-reference with VW, you know, parts, you know, just like you're saying, and get the same part for a lot less. Whew. Jeff, I still haven't fixed the horn. I did put a new horn relay in it, and the horn that's there makes some kind of noise, but it doesn't make a honk noise, so I think I need a new horn. You know, that 55-year-old horn off of the truck just doesn't make any noise now. Sounds like it's choking something. BMW is another one, yes. That's one car I will never own again. It was really fun when I owned it. But when it needed work, it was not fun. You would not imagine how hard it is to change the drive shafts in one of those things. A little 325i. Oh my gosh. There's like no room under those cars. But they put the fuel pump for the gas tank under a little door on the back seat. So Bill, watch Matt Armstrong rebuild a crashed Bugatti for... I think I've seen one or two of those videos. A Veyron, yes. I like to watch those guys rebuild vehicles, and more as just paint work, though. I like to watch guys, you know, what it takes to do the paint work. Just hours and hours and hours. There's a good channel I watch that is from down under called Streeters. And they just rebuild, like, you know, old Falcons, old XBs and XAs, and, you know, the occasional Holden. There's stuff that we don't have here, you know, a Ute. Cool cars. 325, I mean, timing chain, plastic guide, not good. Yeah. Well, mine had 180,000 miles on it when I got rid of it. And it had 130 when I bought it. So I put 50,000 miles on the car. In just a couple years. We drove the heck out of it. Was red with tan leather interior, with the Recaro front seats with the little leg bolster thing that would come up. It really holds your butt in the seat kind of seat, you know? Those are cool. Kenny, thank you for flying, sir. Let's see. We haven't watched Scott yet. Let's see, Scott. JCB is flying too. Boom. Scott's got the streamers on. Woohoo. I saw the Hoovies garage guy go through the same thing, Mike. Fix the Veyron with VW parts. Yep. Don't know why, but some sovereign citizen videos popped up today in my feed. They would all end up in handcuffs. You know, some people just do not know how to act in front of the police. You have to be respectful. You cannot be argumentative. Right? You get what you give. So some police officers are a little abrasive, and you know, they get that back sometimes. I've had 4 Beamers, no more. Wow. It only took me 1 to learn not to like them anymore. They're just not in my pocketbook. My wife has a 325i. It's been in storage for 12 years. I'm sure it will never run again. She won't sell it. Yeah, that's a shame, Michael. You know, maybe if she keeps it, takes it to a mechanic and has it mechanically, you know, gone through. But they cost so much. My lawyer had a 325 IS convertible. That was a nice. It looks the same as mine, but convertible. I don't know what the S stood for. Sporty. Bill, what do you think? I'd be afraid to click on that link right now. Michael Bird, if you could post it towards the end of the show, I can click on it. Car's not registered, no driver's license, no insurance. Well, there you go. You know, if you want to see some interactions, that Fridays with Frank. There's a Pinal County sheriff here that does a little thing, shows some of his pullovers, right? Oh, a 95, 33,000 miles convertible. Oh, that'll run again, Michael Bear. No problem there. That's very low miles. Nice car, great condition, I bet. Yeah, I'm sure. All the while, Michael Bear, you keep a truck that's got 400,000 miles on it and it's kind of beat up. I love you, man. Way to go. In the proper red, yes. Scott Morgan, thank you, sir, for flying. Oh, an awesome flyer. He's tailing JCB. I guess I need to change the little banner there and drop that Jenny's phone number stuff, or do you think I should put it back on? And I kind of dropped the passcode just to try and get some more people in here to fly. I think it worked. I think there's been a lot of new pilots flying in here because of that. I had a black BMW 325 IS convertible. Very nice car. Yes, sir. Any car in black is nice. So I watched a video of all the cars you could have bought for under $10,000 or less at Mecum auction. The very first one was a 1962 Buick Skylark convertible with a little 215 V8. Such a pretty little car in red, with red and white interior, with the white piping around the seats. Somebody spent a lot of time making that car nice, and they sold it and got $10,000. Good night, Eric. Thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out with us. We need a shop update next week. Hopefully you'll have it in by then. Woohoo! Scott's tearing it up. He's ripping the monocoat off. He's going so fast. Oh. That flying with one wing stuff is kind of hard to do. Mayday, mayday, mayday. right for it. Or no wings, right? Well, in your case, Kenny, it's working just fine. So happy for EQ and his new storage. Yes. Shadow, have a good flying. No alert. And just noticed live. Sorry. No problem. Nice seeing you, Shadow. Hey, you know what? I saw on my little message on Facebook that it was Dave Garrett's birthday today. So happy birthday to Dave's RC. Born on 420. What do you know? I can just imagine what's growing in his garden this year. Scott's got the S-Spot. What's up, guys? Tim Smith. Hi, Tim. I need to get the caddy out again soon. Been 3 or 4 weeks. Oh, yeah, that's... Busman. Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks is a little bit long to go without starting it. But I'm sure you give it a crank just to hear it rumble. Happy birthday to Dave, yes. Shadow, that's okay. Sometimes he'll send me a message, and then I won't respond to it right away or I don't see it. But it's just some goofy stuff, that really doesn't matter. Some story that, I don't fault him for wanting to not be around for a little bit. It happens to all of us, right? No, it's even happened to me. There's been a few times that I've been on here that, well, you probably could tell, right? I mean, that, I really wasn't in the mood to be here, and it happens. It happens to everyone. Just want to go hide in a hole somewhere. And it's just all these flock cameras everywhere. They track your every movement. You can't go anywhere without being on a camera. It is how it is. He has a lot going on in the background. Yes. I agree. Fred, is it going to be this year, sir? Dave Bird. Michael David Bird. Mike Bird, I didn't know your middle name was David. My son's middle name is David. And if Emerson is watching, my son is doing a lot better today. He's able to get up and get around, and took a shower. Able to stand up long enough to take a shower. So I think things are going good for him. And if you didn't know, he had a herniated disc between the L4 and the L5, or down in his lower back. And they cut him open about yay far and took it out. Just an outpatient procedure in the office for a couple hours and done. That's why I've always got a smile on my face, Bill. Yeah. My days, weeks at most. Days or weeks. That's awesome. I'm happy for you, Fred. You've had a nice career at a great company, and you deserve everything that's coming your way in life. It's going to be great. All the free time you're not going to know what to do with. I don't think you'd be sitting home twiddling your thumbs, though. You've got a list. You've been going through it, checking them off. Oh, I got to do this and I got to do that. I made a list too. And then I misplaced it somewhere. Scott Morgan, thank you for flying, sir. Let's go to Fly Good Don't Suck. There we go. Ooh, boom. Fly good, don't suck. Ooh. Matt Chapin. Cat 580. Ooh, ooh. Debbie retired last Friday. Awesome. More busy retired I got. Yeah. Fred, I have a sweet sounding exhaust on my truck with the 6.0 liters. It said I can record and send the sound to get you in the caddy mood. Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if any of you saw the new episode of Jay Leno's Garage today, but they had a pretty darn special little truck on there. A 1966 Mercury crew cab, one of probably less than 10. And it has a lot of old parts like what's on mine. With the cow catcher grill, all the fixins. Those Canadian Mercury trucks are just I would love to have one. When I was a kid, the neighbor across the street had a 68 Mercury short bed, 2-wheel drive, Ford F100, but F1 M100 I guess it is, right? It's the M100. Alright, gotta jump in the shower and get gas smell off of me from fuel pump change. Ooh, yeah, that's always fun. Shadow, thank you for jumping in. Take care, my friend. Have a great night. Not me, my ex. I've misplaced my list too. Yeah. Fly 327? That's funny because we were going through a junk drawer not long ago and found a list of stuff that was like from 20 years ago, and some of it we never did. Life happens. You do what's important at the moment. Fly good, don't suck. Awesome flying, sir. Eric Rub-a-dub-dub. Don't drop the soap. My 5-year plan lasted 5 days. Oh, man. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe next time your 5-year plan will last 10 days, and then you can say that you've improved by double. There you go. Fred said he just enrolled in Medicare Advantage and supplemental plan. Doing that this week. That's awesome. Sounds like sounds like me, Philip. My 5-day plan lasted 5 years. Yep. Woohoo! Should we go to the next pilot? JCB is still flying. Let's watch JCB. Jim, thank you for jumping in and flying. I certainly appreciate it. Nice to have you in the room, in the real flight. Nice view. All those mountain bike trails up there. Woohoo, wouldn't that be fun, huh? Any of you into mountain biking or biking? You know, Jeff has a Harley. And Fred has old motorcycles. It's so tempting. I went to the doctor today and they canceled my appointment. I told them. That's all right. All the stuff that I went through with my insurance to get this tags on the buggy figured out and done. And what do I have? I have insurance cards that don't have the right VIN number on it, believe it or not. I don't know what to do. I so need a different agent. Makes me worry when they don't even have a clue. Oh, they had the wrong driver on the policy. They had the wrong address on the policy. And then they had the wrong VIN on the policy. I told the lady, well, good thing I never got in an accident because it would probably, and she's like, oh, no, you would have been covered. It's the technicality things like that count. And they can deny you for any kind of stuff like that. 25 here today. Still too cold to think. Be an outlaw, Bill. Oh, man. I can't be that way anymore. Oh, that's what I did last week, Lori. I think I called him 3 days and 3 times in one day. And I still got insurance cards that have the wrong VIN on it. Oh well. It's just the way it is. I'll call tomorrow and tell them I need cards with the right VIN number, please. My goodness. Fred, do you recycle? Do you recycle your water bottles, Fred? We all need to be good stewards of the land and recycle. Because if you don't recycle, then the state gets bloody rich if they get your 5 cents or 10 cents. Because only less than 50% of people do. Yeah, it really is, Lori. It really is messed up. I don't have a clue why they did it. The lady told me on the phone, oh, well, we could have been reporting your VIN wrong all this time, since 2009. I was an outlaw when they used to rip us up for $600 tabs. Oh my gosh. They still send me stuff on my old Mustang even though I turned in the plate. Yeah. I had to turn in the plate for that old truck I sold to Paul McNeil. They wanted it back. They actually sent a letter. First time. Oh, if you sold the vehicle, we need the plate back. Like, they're not going to put it on another car. Right? They just want it so they can make sure they destroy it. I have a classic antique plate for my 66. That's the copper one, from Arizona. They got a real copper plate. It's embossed. It's painted, all the letters, clear coated. It's a nice plate for what you get. And people are still in those too because they're pure copper. My God, what's the world coming to? They don't do that here. Return plates. You guys getting some nice weather, Lori? Warming up finally? Honestly, my recycling is full of Stella cans, and I crush them also. I usually hear the collectors taking a piss. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's Bill VE tabs, $89 BMW, $589. Ooh, man. We get a good day, high in the 50s. That's nice. Before you know it, it'll be So Flight 327, I had to pay a $44 penalty on this registration. It's good until 6/30 of 2030. So it's good for 5 years. And it was $110. Even with the $44 penalty fee. Which I about croaked. So it cost me $50 to get it reinstated. And then $44 penalty. And it's all because of my insurance company. Made the mistakes, not me. And I had to pay. Oh well. It's only money. Stop your bitching, Bill. Gosh dang it. JCB, thank you for flying, sir. Let's go to this guy. You can try and pronounce his name. It's got the hilly going. Woohoo. Nice. Some helicopter pilots in here. Kapow. Ouch. Yeah, it's over with. I can't. I don't want to complain about it anymore. Yeah, I will though, but I don't want to. Ooh, nice helicopter. I don't think I've seen that one before. Seems like everybody wants to take Kenny out. Kenny, you got a big target on your back. Well, if I haven't said it yet tonight, thank you guys for joining me here, hanging out. I do appreciate every single one of you. And you always make Monday night, worth being here for. Cheers, Blind Neil. Happy 420. Yes, sir, Blind Neil. I know you're blind, Neil, but look at this. Woohoo! I got a tent full. Yes, sir. It's looking nice. Oh, sorry. Had to do that. Nothing here works. We are in free fall. Kenny says, bring it. Hey, all. Have a great night. Going to head off here. Lori, thank you. Chris, thank you. You guys are awesome. Have a great night. No rest of your week. Yeah, we just went into flower, Neil. We're just starting to get the little hairs forming. And just this weekend, I used some new Gaia Green 284 along with some other things. Stop trying to hit me. Just hit me. Right. Just chopped down 2 of mine 2 days ago. Nice. You know what's going to be the issue, Neil, is when this is ready to harvest at the end of June, it's going to be hot as blazes here, and then I'm going to have to dry it and cure it. And it's going to be really warm. So I worry about that, right? But we'll get through it. I think one of those curing fridges are out of the question. I always thought a wine fridge might work, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think they work the same as one of those little vessel, grow fridges or drying fridges. Get some moisture bags. That's a good idea. Yeah, there's a little one back there too that's about that tall. It's a Strawberry Haze, American Kush Auto, and Blackjack Auto. I have a few Cars to finish, then I will build my Warbird. Nice. Which Warbird do you have, Fly 327? You know, I didn't know it. I thought I saw it in the air this weekend. The auto plants are awesome. You know, Neil, that's all I'll grow now. I've tried the, photo periods. They always seem to herm. You know, I always somehow mix in a little bit of extra light and they herm on me. And I just don't like that. 0. Very nice. A6M30. Well, they had a few different ones. Premier of Ontario bought a $28 million Challenger jet last week. They had to return it this week because of our outrage. Oh, lovely. Just the city of Ontario probably bought it, so their mayor could fly around. Very cool. Must be nice to be, taken care of so well by the taxpayers. Huh? I mean, that's just awesome. So, over the weekend, I think it was Friday, I could have swore I saw 2 Warbirds flying over here. I was like, that looks like a P-40. And then I thought, I could have swore one of them was a P-47. And there actually was a P-40 and a P-47 that took off from Marana Airport and flew right over my house at 500 feet, 600 feet. And the sound, you could just tell the sound was like, oh, so nice. All a grift. Thank you, sir, for flying the helicopter. Very, very nice. We'll go to G Cats. We'll see what G Cats is flying. Uh-oh. Got the drone. That's a drone field. Woohoo. Nice. The opposition leader has a mansion paid for by his constituents. $1 million plus a year. Well, if we take care of them, maybe they'll do it what we asked them to, right? I want to do an old school build, silk and dope. Fly 327. They have the old school Model Works just came out with that, it looks like a Ginny, but they call it, I can't remember what they call it, but it's just an old, like a Sunday Flyer, I think is what they call it. And it's really sweet. I would probably enjoy building one of their kits. They look like they're pretty easy to do. I think Jeff in Lower Alabama has built an old school Model Works kit before. So no Paul McNeil tonight. Kind of odd. Hope he's doing well. Hope you're doing well, Paul. Happy 420 to you. That's where it's all going wrong. Every one of them are in for themselves now, not us. It's exactly right. They are, they're putting in these projects, for these data centers. These data centers are going in everywhere. And these, city leaders are all for it because they get their pockets lined. Still listening, but feeling so sleepy or something. It's just me, Scott. It's just me. I put everybody to sleep. At least that's what Michael Reitza says. Yeah, Bill, I usually go horizontal about the time you're going on, and then, you put me right out. Oh, that's just fine. Ooh. Nice, nice. Victor's got the big pits. The big ultimate biplane. Our choices are worse, better, or dreadful. It's all rigged. That's for sure. Well, with all that said, we still live in the greatest country in the world. Hands down. Give me liberty or give me death, right? I thought a little 420 reference in a report today. The scrap inventory is a little high. I don't think anyone will catch it. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny, Fred. Finally warming up here in the north. Blind Neil, where are you at? Up north. Are you in Canada or... I can't remember. Finally did some real flying event if it wasn't with any of my airplanes. Divide and conquer is all they got. Please don't forget that. That's Northern Ontario. Okay. Well, Scott, hopefully you got to go for a ride in somebody else's airplane and you didn't have to pay for any gas or anything. You just got to go and wear the headphones and look out the window. Maybe hold the stick a little bit. Oh, flew my drones. There you go. I'm near Collingwood, Neil. 3 hours from the top of Michigan border. Woo! That's quite a drive to get down to Michigan. That's pretty awesome, Scott. I was watching the Core racing at Firebird over the weekend. They had some live events. And Core, the championship off-road racing. And they had a couple little drones going around the track filming of the racers. They almost had like one drone per car. And oh man, Those guys are good with those drones. I mean, they're getting right down there in the heat of it. You know, when they jump, they're like right in front of the vehicle. I thought to myself, I'm sure that they've had incidents where they've run into each other. Gets. Thank you, sir. We haven't watched David fly yet. Woohoo! F-16, baby. Yeah, that is really catching on. Yeah. Oh, it looks so fun. I thought to myself, how in the world does one get a job going to the racetrack and filming, and they're probably getting paid for it, you know? You should check out Garv on IG. He follows drift cars. Super close up. Ooh, nice. Bill, the Olympic were the same amazing drone footage. Yeah. I'm heading down to Ottawa in June to visit some old friends. See if we can't meet the PM for a photo op for shits and giggles and get real high. There you go. That last part sounds fun. Garv FPV. So Scott, have you run across that Gato FPV guy? I think he flies at one of the Las Vegas fields. Smash the like button, y'all. I gotta go to bed now. Dwayne, thank you, sir. I appreciate you coming in and reminding I didn't even tell everybody to smash the like button, so thank you. Enjoy, Neil, for sure. Yes. Yeah, Scott, did you see the footage of the OV-10 Bronco going in? It was just a little short video, a couple minutes long. He was following that it was a big OV-10. I'm just a stoner blind guy. Be neat to have a photo with the current Prime Minister just for laughs. Yeah. Already did. Thank you, Victor. He kept it simple on the editing side, so he's able to post a lot. Yeah. I did. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. Oh, we didn't follow. Jeez. Guys, I'm watching the chat, not the thing. You should check out my buddy Ottawa Scotty. When they're at Blind Neil, he plays in several bands in the area. Awesome music. Not the first time a huge OV-10 went in there. Yeah, that's a shame. Well, I remember the video of when he caught that jet hitting the crane in the yard next to the field. The big boom of the crane, the damn jet just ran right into it. Like, oops. Neil, I hope you don't mind me asking, do you have any sight, sir? I hope so. A little bit. So I had a friend that was, legally blind, but he still could see a little bit. I still have the DJI Spark. What a beast of a drone. Oh, you were there that day. That's cool, Scott. That was actually my buddy, the other Wild Bill. Actually, he is Will. Oh, okay. God, I can't remember who the long-haired kid was. There was some long-haired kid that had a channel there for a little bit. He was always flying jets and F-22s and stuff like that out there. I just got the Avatar 360. I have a pinprick of color perception in the right eye, fully blind in the left eye. Okay. Had a great time flying yesterday. Turbine jets and EDFs, and the P-47 was different. So you finally got to fly the P-47, Victor. Very nice. I can't fly with the vision I have anymore. Ah, Neil, sorry about that, man. Being able to fly is pretty special. But you still roll a joint, right? I have a friend that can roll a joint with one hand. He can go like that, and it's done. I'm like, there you go. They're not the prettiest, but he can do it one-handed. He is an excellent pilot, Will, but he was trying to see how close up to the crane he could get, and well, he ended up finding out. Yeah, dang. That was like me and a buddy. He was flying his Chaos. I asked him, I said, how close can you get to the trees? Well, he found out. He got too close. Ruined a perfect Chaos 40 size. I keep up with the chat with the text-to-speech extension in Chrome. That works for YouTube and Twitch. Cool. Very cool. And I would guess it's true, Neil, that once you lose part or all of one of your senses, that your other senses become more, to where you can you use them more. Your smell, your taste, things like that. I'm glad I stopped welding when I did. It was taking a toll on my vision also. Philip, I noticed that when I weld. If I get out there and weld for a couple hours, even after I take the hood off, feel like my eyes are just a little bit out of focus, I feel I focus more on the other senses, and so in a way, they have increased, yeah. That might depend on why you are losing that first one of your senses, though. Yep. David, thank you so much for flying. Let's jump here to B. Smeed. Oh gosh, I can't say that name. You can try and pronounce it if you like. Neil, I take it you wasn't born like that, sir. Probably not so true if you were like 92 years old and in bad health or something. Right. Always wear good eye protection around the tent. And when outside, UVB protection. Right. So the light here getting me a little bit. Probably not the best, right? But I keep the tent open for, the airflow. I've slowly lost my vision over the last 40-ish years. Neil, I really hope you don't mind talking about it. Don't mind if you don't, my friend. Welded aluminum for years. It's 5 times brighter than steel. It would bleach your clothing white. Woo! The sun and tent lights will burn your corneas and cause cataracts. Don't say that, Neil. I already had a cataract removed from this eye. I mean, I went like blurry, completely blurry. 2 moons, 2 suns, 2 everything. When it got dark, it was really bad. And I'm grateful that I was able to get it operated on and get it taken out. And my eyesight is still 20/20 after about 5 years now. But I got a floaty in this eye again. So I should take Neil's advice and put some sunglasses on while I'm sitting here next to this tent. That's all right. Wear the eye protection going into the tent and looking after your ladies. Yes. That's great advice, Neil. And you know what? I haven't followed that. I haven't done that. I try not to look into the light, but it's there, it's on. Neil, I've got a green grass glasses I wear in my grow tent lights. Safety first. Yes, guys. Safety first. Oh, here we go. We got back to flying. Whoop, whoop. I have to, yes. Well, maybe on my next Amazon order, I'm going to get some green safety glasses for grow tents. And follow your advice very closely. Wear them all the time. Neil, what kind of light cycle do you use on your autoflowers? I run mine 18.6. And I've always run them 18.6. Although, Bill Ward, he runs them at 24, 20 on, 4 off. My eyes are always watering. My eyes are always red. All right. Oh, here we go. We'll watch Bluegrass the Cat, I think. Woohoo! I use 24/7, but I pay attention to the PPFD and the DLI. Got it, Neil. $18.6 Bill. Plants always need the rest. Mike Bird, I believe you're right. And I think that the plants grow more when the lights are off. I mean, if you ever watch those videos where people grow and they show, time lapse, and it's like light on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, and you can just see the plant every night get a little bit taller. Too much light will burn the ladies. I've been troubled with that, Neil. I have the light set at below about 70 right now, 70%. I had it at 75, and the very tips of the leaves are starting to turn, a little yellow. That, and I have curling. The leaves will curl up on the edge a little bit, and I really haven't figured that one out. It doesn't happen too often, but I've got a few leaves right here that are curled up. Woo! Somebody left. Just Victor, Kenny, and David, and me. We'll watch Victor again. Thank you for flying, Victor. I certainly appreciate it, sir. Light app Phototone turns your phone into a light meter. Oh, yeah. I have one of those moisture meters / light meters that reads the PPFD. I think that's what it reads. And 600, 500, and then up 700-800 during flower. And I have the light at a lower percentage, but I also lowered the light closer to the plants. Neil, I use AC Infinity, and their new AI controllers are great. All the new technology makes it easier to grow, I'm sure. Ask AI what the PPFD should be for your plants at this time. You may be surprised. I'm sure I would be, Neil, but I don't use AI. I don't have any kind of AI app or Chat GPT. And my kid tells me that I should get it. And he tells me, if you don't get it, you're going to be so far behind everybody else very quickly. And I'm like, you know what? I really don't care. Because the information is out there. You just have to go find it. And you can find it in a lot of different places. I mean, I could go back to my Ed Rosenthal, How to Grow Marijuana book from 1974 and just read it a few more times again. probably have great success. That's how it started. I still can't believe I was able to get that book from the library. It's on my phone. I got an auto-loaded. I used to love doing research. Now I can't do it so easy. Yeah. I can understand how it would benefit so many people. Contorted or some curling leaves can be a sign of a plant virus. Not sure if it applies to these plants. Well, in the end, Fred, we're just going to burn them up, so it's all good. What I like is I can check my room wherever I am and change things. Yes. Now I do have an app on my phone for my humidifier, right? The VeriSync. VeriSync, I think it is. And I do keep the humidifier going in there, especially during flower. 60-60. They say that's really not a thing anymore. No, I've always tried to dry at 60 degrees and 60% humidity. No way I'm going to dry at 60 degrees this time. I shall destroy all the plants in a series of small controlled fires. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Victor! Thank you, sir. Let's go watch Kenny a little bit. Where's Kenny at? Kenny, where you at? There you are. Mr. Drone Pilot. Oh, man. Well, I hope you all have a great week coming up. I know I've got my granddaughter. I have my granddaughter today for half a day. And then I have her Wednesday and Thursday. Thank you for being here, Fly327. Need a pee break anyways. I understand, Victor. I grew 23 Blueberry Muffin X double grape autos and 2 auto cheese. Ooh. Blueberry cheese muffins. I'm hungry now. Oops, 3, not 23. Well, how is she doing, Bill? Oh, Philip. She was standing all by herself for like at least 5 or 10 seconds today. Just kind of, you're doing the back and forth balance thing. Ooh, I'm actually standing. So fun. It's not going to be long and she's going to be running all over the house. It's going to be so fun. You better hope they don't start up that windmill, Kenny. Oh. Neil, I think next time you should grow 23 and not just 3. Do you have a limit on how many you can grow? So I thought I saw Joe Rogan at the White House. Trump was signing something about the oh, what the heck is it? The mushrooms, the psychedelics. Reminds me, we make a lot of steel for wind towers. LOL. Yes. Time to lock all the cabinets. Yeah, we're supposed to only grow 4. Gotcha. Well, we can grow 6 here per person, or 12 per household. But unfortunately, my tent won't hold 12. And I tried to tell my wife that I need an 8x8. She's not having it. It takes up too much of the room. Although it would fit. I mean, there's plenty of room in here. But I would have to get rid of a lot of stuff. I agree, Mike Bird. I must say that they have been lacking on the new plane releases at the moment. Awesome, Kenny. Plop. I have a 4x4. If I grew a FIM photo, I could fill it with one plant. Yes. Blind Neil. Neil, I always wanted to grow a 1 pound plant, right? Just to see if I could grow a plant that would produce a pound. And I was able to do it. And the weed was so stinky and nasty that I couldn't even hardly smoke any of it. It was woof. It was so purple and just rank. Oh my goodness. And it would get you high, but woof. It was hard to smoke. I mean, there are some things that, those best auto I have done has been 8 ounces. That's pretty darn good. Most of them I do, Neil, I get 2 to 3 ounces off of one plant. And I do lollipop them up pretty good. In England, Neil, if we get caught with more than 4, we get charged with growing with intent to supply. 4 and under, caution, basically, they don't care. Gotcha. So I do 4 large plants. Yes, sir. Between the 5 plants I have in there right now, I should get almost 600 grams. That's good. That's real good. When I harvested in September, I had more than a half pound. And it lasted me 6 months. But I really don't like doing it that way. Because if I don't have something new to smoke, like, every 1 or 2 months, bleh, bleh. The same pot for 4 months is just, blech. I can't do it. But, you do what you got to do. Which is go to the store and buy some. That way you have something good. Kenny. Let's go to Minnie in Groove. Mini Ingirv. Whoop whoop. Where you at? Parked, not flying. I guess all the flying's over with tonight, guys. Whoop whoop. Maybe David's flying. Let's see. We'll find somebody to watch. Everybody's parked. That's okay, guys. I appreciate all of you who jumped in to fly. We won't worry about that now. Only a few more minutes left. My maid steals that from me too. Should never need more than 4 plants for one person. You can have a steady supply using autos in different stages. Yes. That's great. That's great advice. So, Neil, I grew 12 photo periods back years ago. And out of those 12 photo periods, I got 11 females. I felt really blessed. And they did really well. My problem at first, I would always harvest too soon. Over and over and over again. I just couldn't wait, and I would pick it too soon. Now, I've learned that's awesome, Neil. I'm just about to hit 1,700 subs. I'm picking something out of a vending machine. Kenny, that's funny. Let's go back. Let's see what Kenny got out of the vending machine. Har, 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 har. Get the sour cream and onion, Kenny. Either that or the barbecue. Don't forget a drink, too. I always use FIM seeds. Well, this is just one bag. These aren't very good, but they still turn green. Some of them do. I was trying to get a couple photo periods to pop so I could put them outside. I normally don't grow outside because of the bugs, right? Just I can't handle the bugs and the dirt and I mean I've had to do bud wash before a couple times now, which works okay. The peroxide water, you know. Then the couple buckets full of just regular water. Do a wash, hang them up, let them cure. That actually worked out really well. I wouldn't be afraid to do it again. I like inside growing in cocoa, no bugs, right? I went and bought the HP Pro Mix, which is pretty much perlite and cocoa. Although there's a lot of wood in it this time. A lot of little wood chunks. Oh, that's awesome. My first YouTube channel from 2006 is still up. Has almost 1 million views, I think. Mike Bird, can you please post that link to that video again? I'll click on it and watch it. The one from earlier. I think it was about the car mechanic guy. Yeah, I don't like bugs. I don't like the crawlers. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I can click it when I go off here and go watch it. It's getting close. Couple more minutes, guys. Kenny's doing an awesome job with this drone. Whoop whoop. Heck yeah. Well, the county fair starts this week. I'm not going to go. It's a nightmare. Always is. And it's always windy as heck. My new toy. Ooh, nice. New stuff I tried on the Last Grow Mega Crop by Greenleaf in the USA. There is a deal on it, I think. Yeah, my seed supplier, Pacific Seed Bank. I use the seed bank place because they have everybody's, they got Willett's Farm and they sell all the different seed supplier seeds. And they had 42% off today. I was like, oh, I want to order this and that and the other thing. But I didn't. Really looking forward to this one, Phil. Yes, sir, Mike. That sounds good. I'm looking forward to watching it now. With that, guys, I think I'm going to go. Y'all have a great week ahead of you. And next Monday is just around the corner. I look forward to it. And I cannot wait to see you all again. And I thank you all for sticking out to the end and watching Kenny crash his drone one more time. I wanted to order stuff today, but all my cash is tied up for the trip in June. Yeah, there you go. Well, I hope you have a great time in June. It's just around the corner, just weeks away. Y'all have a great night. Wow, Bill Flies RC. Have a great weekend. That's not me. Oh, it's at. Okay. I was thinking to myself, who is this Wild Bill Flies RC? That's me. Oh, man. I thought I had an imposter there for a minute. Hey, guys. Thank you for sticking it out. I appreciate you all. Have a great week. I'm sure my wife's going to be happy it's over with. I'm always too noisy for her. So, take care, guys. Have a great rest of your week, okay? Love you, man. Peace, everybody.